I bought a 2022 Kia Sorento about a month ago. I opted to go with the X line, the fully loaded model, the SX, I believe. Out the door, the car cost me $53,000. I previously had a Subaru Forester 2014, and I never really had any issues with it. I opted to go for the 2022 Sorento because of the looks and the features that I was getting. It's slowly turning into a nightmare. I bought the car, I drove it home, I drove it about 100 miles, and I didn't really see anything wrong with it. But about the second day I was driving it, I realized I was getting some sensor issues. So I took it in for service, and they said that they found the problem pretty quickly. And they showed me that there were bolts missing from the radar unit. So the manufacturer, or whoever put it together, forgot to put bolts in the radar unit. 3 bolts were missing from the car. So anyways, so they did put the bolts back on. But the thing is bolts were missing from the radar unit. What if bolts were missing from somewhere else? What if bolts were missing from something that had to do with a safety feature? So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I figured, maybe it was just a fluke and they just had a mess up. But then I was driving it and the check engine light turned on, and I also felt some sort of sputter in the engine. So I took it in for service, and they said that there was no there. Bear in mind, the service department that I go to is very good. It has some of the best technicians of the country. These people know what they're talking about. And they said that they've never seen it before, and it was a loss of communication to the transmission. So they said they don't know if it'll fix it, but they unconnected and they reconnected all of the wires and the connectors to the computer. Made the check engine light turn off. But they said they don't know if that's going to fix it. So I drove it another couple hundred miles, maybe 100 miles, and I started to get issues again. But this time it was worse. So not only am I getting the check engine light, I'm getting a lane assist code, but I'm getting, now the engine is sputtering. So when I'm in low RPMs, the transmission won't change gears very easily. It almost feels like I'm braking the car. So I'm bringing it back in to the mechanic for the 4th time, and I'm not sure what they're going to do about it. I'm going to bring it in tomorrow, and we're going to see. But I have a feeling that they're going to have to either replace the transmission, or it's going to put me behind a couple weeks. So would I recommend getting a Kia right now? Probably not. I know they're good cars. That's why I purchased it, for reliability, but I have seen nothing but negligence. And I have a feeling I'm not the only one. And, if they're literally forgetting bolts on the car for the radar unit, what else are they forgetting? What did they mess up? I don't think it's a defective transmission, potentially. I think that it is literally them putting it together wrong, which, means that across the board there is just straight up negligence. So be aware if you want to buy a Kia, because this is what you might get. I've spent almost 10 hours right now going back and forth with the mechanic. Most of the miles I put on the car to the mechanic. It's pathetic.